So you mean to tell me that I have to wait a whole month after that damn ending? Okay, spoilers ahead. If you have not seen the third part in Crisis on Infinite Earths, that is your cue to leave, go watch it, and then come on back, because I'm about to talk some spoilers. Okay, now I have to start with the opening of the episode. I mean, I loved how we saw Huntress for a brief moment before her Earth was destroyed. I mean, like, oh, damn. I mean, I heard rumors that we were gonna see the Birds of Prey, or at least one of them in here, but it was cool to see her at that moment. I mean, it was pretty damn cool, and also my favorite cameo in the episode, Lucifer Morningstar. Seeing him interacting with John Constantine was about how I anticipated it. I mean, I only seen like a good chunk of season one of Lucifer, like prior to the crossover, just to really, just in case he ends up being in the crossover, and he is, and I'm glad I made that decision. Otherwise, I would have been like, oh, him? He's a DC character. I didn't know that, But yeah, I found out that he is a DC character like months ahead, and then I saw enough episodes to get to know the character. So seeing him in the mix with John Constantine and being, just being Lucifer, and John Constantine playing off of that, and they're playing off of each other. I loved it. I said that would be cool if those two characters interacted. And they did. Thank you, CW. Yes. And also, Black Lightning is now on Earth 1. His Earth was destroyed. I mean, his daughters are I think Jennifer could still be alive, and she's there somewhere. But at least according to him, he thinks that his whole family, well, as far as we know, everybody's gone. Everybody's gone until further notice. And his reaction to that, and being told that, I felt that. I really did. And then we see 90s Flash. We see where he's been since Elseworlds, and the role that he plays in this episode. I'm like, huh. Didn't really think of that. Like, okay, all right. Where he takes the place of Earth One's Barry Allen, the Flash, and he basically makes the sacrifice to die, basically, so the antimatter doesn't take over Earth One. And then, at that moment, it worked. And before he vanished completely, we saw a glimpse of him with Tina, which I'm happy that we got that. The nostalgic feels, oh my gosh. And when we have confirmation that he married Tina, like, oh, that's pretty cool, because when I was little and I watched that show, I shipped them the whole way through. I'm like, come on, you two kids need to get together. And they did. And man, even though it was for a short amount of time that we saw him again, I felt like this was a more fitting, like story wise with him. And it was sad to see him go, but it was a good, satisfying, send off for the character. And also, they recruit the one last Paragon. Yeah, is that it? That's the word, right? Paragon. And it turns out to be this guy, I guess, Ryan Choi. And I guess he's really smart, and that's why he is needed to be in with with everybody, with the superheroes who are other Paragons. Right now, I don't really feel any relevance with that character right now. Maybe that will change when the crossover comes back with his last two episodes. But right now, I don't feel it. I don't feel it at all. I imagine that a lot of people are disappointed that Black Lightning was not one of the Paragons. As was I, but the role that he played in there, okay, that was a good purpose, but I guess the character deserved a little bit more than that. But who knows? I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see. And then his reaction to seeing two Supermen, where he's like, "Wow, so the whole Superman thing is real." I mean, like, I loved his reaction when he saw them. That was pretty cool. And then the Anti-Monitor just shows up, and then he just screws up everything. Like basically, basically, 90s Flash and Green Arrow, they basically, their sacrifices were in vain from that point on. Like, what? And speaking of Green Arrow, when they do catch up to him, like, to try to get his soul back, he's being called to for another purpose, like, where he cannot do that, at least not right now. Like, he has to do something else. He has to become, what, the Spectre? I think that's what it is. That's what he has to do. So we'll see where that goes. And then every single Earth in the multiverse, the whole multiverse, is basically gone. Like, Earth 1 is gone, like, everything. But the Paragons were tucked away to safety at the vanishing point by Pariah, and everyone else is gone. Like, what? and to stretch things a bit further, Kingdom Brandon Routh's Superman, he's gone. All because Lex Luthor, he did something to basically, I guess, kill him, and then now he took his place as the Paragon of Truth, and he rewrote that. Like you said, okay, so and then he said, I figured history needed needed a rewrite. I mean, I don't recall ever hating Lex Luthor as much as I did. And this, like, as I did when that ending came up. I'm like, that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Ugh. And I hope we do get that Superman back. I mean, like, his last words were to Kara, where he's saying, fix it. I'm like, what does he mean? What does he mean? I mean, that has given me a little bit of hope that he will be back before the crossover ends. And I have to mention, like, the whole thing with Supergirl and Batwoman, their debate on how she's going to try to bring back Earth 38 with the Book of Destiny, and Batwoman's trying to pull her back and not trying to let her go down that route where it could lead her to madness, where it's hard for her to come back. And it's just like I said. I mean, that's why she had that little chunk of kryptonite, just in case she needed to, basically protect Kara from getting herself into a much more dangerous predicament, because she is very needed. And I do like that little moment. They have that Batman Superman moment where Batwoman was going to give Supergirl the kryptonite, and then Supergirl tells her to keep it. I mean, I did like that's a nice little touch. I like how they are nearly the best of friends right now. So I do like that dynamic between the two of them. But wow. I'm thinking back in the Marvel movies where Thanos only wanted to basically wipe out half of the universe. The Anti-Monitor wants to devour the whole multiverse. Oh my gosh. Man. But I would have had the actual Anti-Monitor there in that scene as opposed to him possessing Harbinger. You know what I mean? Or controlling Harbinger. It would have been more cool if the actual Anti-Monitor in his physical form appeared there, and then he faced off against the Monitor before he killed the Monitor or took his power and drained him. That would have been more cool, in my opinion. But another solid episode, but damn, that ending really pissed me off. It really pissed me off. Like, no, Superman, no! And I do love that moment where he tried to go to each Earth and tried to save them from antimatter, and he couldn't do it, and he feels guilty for not being able to do it, but he still has the strength and the will to keep trying, to keep fighting, not give up. So that's cool. I think that's really cool, and I'm gonna miss that Superman when this crossover is done. He's got to come back before it's over. He just has to. Please make it happen somehow, please. Even if it means killing off Lex Luthor, I don't care. I do love this Lex Luthor as a character. I mean, he's like the best Lex Luthor that we've had since Michael Rosenbaum. But damn, I really hate his character for what he did there. I have to wait a whole month. But yeah, And I also want to apologize for my video last, like, for part 2, where I was just, my brain was tangled. I needed time to process, just like I need time to process this episode. And I still addressed Bruce Wayne as Kingdom Come Batman, even though clearly that's not what he was. He was a whole different, Bruce Wayne that's off his rocket, and he went down a really dark path, and there was no coming back from that. But man, they better bring Superman back. I know they're gonna bring Tyler Hoechlin Superman back. I know he's gonna come back, but Brandon Routh Superman, bring him back before the crossover is done, please, 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 please. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review on Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, make sure you thumb up this video, and make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you click that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. Thank you for watching, and oh my gosh, we're down to the last 2 episodes. It's basically going to be a 2-hour event for like one night. But I feel like that's how all the parts should be, a 2-hour, chapter each one. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.